Hello, my beautiful CEO. Welcome to the next episode. And this is all around becoming your next level self in the now. So you can begin to attract everything you ever desired. Oh, this one is such a juicy topic. I absolutely love working with manifesting, with energetics, with visualizations. I love working with the magic and the power of you and the magic and the power of the universe. I am like a big nerd when it comes to quantum physics and law of attraction and really working with like the energy of you to step into new paradigms, to step into new realms and realities and dimensions. I totally believe in multi dimensions, and I believe that you can access your next level or access the dimension of you who you desire to be at a rapid rate when you become that energetic match for where you want to go. So let's dive into this episode. Oh, I'm so excited. And I think I'm like really excited about this because I've been getting really honest with myself the last couple of weeks. I mean, I consider myself a go-getter, someone who works really hard for everything she's created. I consider myself like quite determined and committed and yeah, like I go after the things that I want. However, if I'm truthful with myself, there are some excuses. There's limiting beliefs. I mean, we all have it. It doesn't matter like what level you're at in your life, in your business, how much you're creating in your business, what income level, like there's always with every level, there's always that new devil. And as humans, like naturally, we want to be getting better. Naturally, we're always working towards something bigger. Naturally, we're evolving. And there's a saying that's like, if you're not evolving, if you're not moving, if you're not continually improving and having some sort of like aspiration, something to aspire to, then you're dying, right? Like it's innately something that we as human beings need and want, is to always be changing and getting better and better. And so no matter what, because I know sometimes in business we can compare to other people and go, well, they're there, they don't have issues. They're having these massive months and they have all these clients and their programs are getting sold out and all their sessions are being booked and whatever it is that you do for your business. But everybody always wants more. They want to go to that next level. They want to keep going and growing and growing and growing and evolving. And that means we have to do the inner work. And that means we have to be so fucking honest with ourselves. And if we're not, then we're just holding ourselves back. Okay, so I totally went on a riff, but back to what I've been going through myself. So I'm like, okay, let's get honest here. Like if I look at where I want to go, if I see Charissa as her 7-figure year, Charissa, right now, multi 6 figures in both of my businesses, just had a 500K year in 2022 with both of my businesses combined. So like, I'm getting there. But if I really look at that version of me, then I'm going to call it the next level version of me, which by the way, like I want you to know, because sometimes I think when you hear like going to that next level and improving yourselves and bettering ourselves, I think sometimes, people can look at it as like, there's something wrong with me. Right. And like, we want to be in the moment and in this present moment of like, I am worthy. I am good enough for those things. And I really want to acknowledge that part, that there's nothing wrong with you, but there's always room for improvement. There's always room to do that inner work, the inner healing, the transmuting, the alchemizing to higher levels, to greater levels. Like we want more, we desire more. So what can we shift? What can we change? But I do want you to know that you're already worthy. You're already good enough in the now. And when you can really like tune into that belief and really start to believe it yourself, to actually believe that, that is when the gateways open, when you see that you are worthy, when you claim that worthiness, when you're confident as hell in who you already are, you're going to magnetize and magnify even more. Okay. So I wanted to bring it back to that for sure, because I don't want you to feel like there's something wrong with me and I need to always be something than what I'm not now. Like, no, you're beautiful already, right? You're already a divine, loving soul. Okay. But there's always room for growth. And if you're looking at it at this like quantum level, we want to energetically be vibrating, okay, in congruency with where we want to go. So right now, I'm in my dimension. I'm in the reality that I'm experiencing in this moment because I aligned myself and my energy, my energetic particles to this reality. Okay, think about it as like a radio station. If you want to get to radio station 111.11, the radio frequencies need to match. So we're going to turn that dial, right? We're on 97.5. We're going to turn that dial to 111.11 to get there. And that's the same as you. Your energetic frequency needs to be aligned with the 111.11 for where you're going, where you desire to go. So for myself, I was like, okay, 7-figure Charissa, there was so much that would be different. There's so much that would be different. If I look at like behind the scenes and who I'm being, the mindset would really be around like, this is happening. It's happening. There's no doubt. There's no worry. Like, and I know we're always going to have that, right? As entrepreneurs, there's always going to be that little bit inside of us that's worried or concerned or wondering. I mean, it comes with the territory of being an entrepreneur, putting yourself out there, of taking the risks. But I can say that the more you do this, the more discomfort you face, the more you start to realize this is all working for me. It's always been working for me. It's always worked out. There's no need to worry. There's no need to have that fear take over and stop you from where you want to go. I mean, the fear is always going to be there, right? But it's up to us to walk with the fear, to go into that next level, to continue to expand and to grow and to rise. And so there was a lot of different areas where I'm like, okay, my mindset, especially if you're not getting the results yet that you want to be getting, you desire to go bigger, you desire to have more and to evolve and expand and to reach more people and to have higher sales and to impact more people all over the globe. And if it's not happening at the rate that you desire to happen, you can really start to question, is this what I'm meant to do? Am I good enough? Like, why isn't it happening quicker? Like all of those human egotistical things, your ego mind coming and taking over rather than your soul. I mean, your soul knows that you're expansive, ever expansive and limitless. So anytime you hear that little bitch inside, I like to say like your little bitch, that's not soul. Soul never plays in the lower frequency realms. Soul only plays in higher frequencies. Soul knows what you're capable of. Soul knows where you're meant to go. And so having those little niggling thoughts, little pestering thoughts of, why isn't it happening quick enough? I feel frustrated. Am I not good enough? And all those kind of mindset thoughts. I really brought awareness to that. I'm getting vulnerable here. And I know some people would be like, what? How do you have those thoughts? You just had a 500K year. Like, I wish that was me. But I mean, we're human. I'm human. And I still have these thoughts, especially if you are a big dreamer and you have these massive goals and dreams and you know exactly where you're going to go. And you're like, can we get there? Can we get there already? Or you're working really hard and you're doing the things and you're making the investments and it's still not, your business still isn't at the space and the place that you desire to be. So looking at your mindset, next level I want you to envision and picture for yourself, like, who is that? Who is that? It's going to be different than mine. Your desires are going to be different than mine. And I want you to know that your desires are meant for you. If you have a desire, you have a vision, you have this feeling inside that you're meant for more, you're meant for greatness, you're meant to heal the world or lead women in business or whatever it may be. Like, if you have that desire and you want that, then it's meant for you. It is yours. It is meant for you. You just have to access that reality. And you have to be aligned with that reality and make moves and take action to meet that reality, to enter that portal. And so your mindset is like the number one thing to look at. Am I believing in my potentiality? Do I believe that I can actually have these things? And one massive thing for me is visualizing. I'm very psychic, and clairvoyance is one of my gifts. And so I can see where I'm going. Like a movie playing before me, I can see it. It's like, I know what I would look like. I know how I'd show up. I know what I'm doing, where I'm going, what I'm driving. I see the evolution of my business. Like a quick, you know how like when you watch a movie and you see someone like they pass away and they enter the other realm, and just before they do, they are crossing over and they see these flashes of images go through. Like that's exactly what I can see for that next level, for where I'm going. And so for you to access that next level and to know where you're going, can you see it? Can you have a vision? And some people actually can't visualize things. So it's more of this knowing and this feeling versus seeing an image, like a movie. Some people literally just don't see images, and that's totally fine. It's just like more of this, they just know. They can describe it. They have a feeling. So if that's you, then that's perfectly beautiful. Play in that world. Play in that world. So your mindset, actually seeing you as your next level. And now I want you to like really anchor into this, okay? So you as your next level, who's going to be attracting more on top of more into your life, the wealth, the abundance, the lifestyle you want, the relationships, the health, the confidence, the thriving business that attracts more sales than ever before, and all these beautifully aligned clients. I want you to visualize that or feel it or just have this knowing. And now we're going to ask some really important questions that are going to help you today to go, I need to make a change. Because right now, where you are in your life and your business, this is a manifestation of everything you've thought before this point. All of your thoughts, your beliefs, your subconscious patternings, the way you show up, your actions, your feelings, your emotions, all of this is compounded together to manifest this reality. Everything that you experience is a reflection of your inner state and all the actions you've taken. Everything that you're experiencing in your reality right now is a mirror, is that compound effect of everything before now. You're the creator of your own reality. So we want to get there, what you're visualizing right now. What thoughts do you have to have? What does your mindset have to be? What actions are you going to take? Who is she? Who is she? How does she truly show up for herself, for her clients, for her relationships? How devoted is she? How committed is she? This is where we got to get really freaking honest, really honest with ourselves, because nothing will change. If we're doing the same thing over and over and over again, we're playing safe, we're not really making any investments, we're just doing low ticket kind of investments, we're afraid to make certain moves, we don't want to be seen, we're not showing up in our stories on Instagram, we're not doing any live videos, we're not meeting ourselves at our edges, we're not learning new strategies, we don't have a support team, we want to do it all ourselves. If you're doing everything the same, you're going to get the same results. They say is definition of insanity is when you're doing the same thing over and over and over again and getting the same results. Something needs to shift. Something needs to change. Something needs to shift. Your energetic frequency, your radio station, you need to shift and dial up to enter into where you want to go. So where do you truly want to go? Like, let's think wildly massive here. Don't hold yourself back. I want you to think about incredible, amazing, limitless things that you can do. The potentiality of where you can go is limitless. So let yourself dream. Let yourself dream massively. And then start to get really honest. Do I show up like her? Maybe it's 6-figure you. Maybe it's multi-6-figure you. Maybe it's 7-figure you. How do you show up every day for yourself? Okay, let's start with yourself. Okay, because who you're being is what you're going to get. The clients, the incredible successful business, the money, the lifestyle, the relationships is all a byproduct. Okay, everything's a mirror, right? Everything's a reflection of your energetic frequency, of your makeup. So how do you show up for you behind the scenes? This is massive, especially if you're someone who's like, you've really nailed down some of the strategic parts. You're having, maybe it's a 5K, 10K, 20K type of months in business. It's like, okay, well, now I want to go to that next level. Now I want to attract even more. Now I want to magnetize even more. And now we really got to look at, who are you being? That's what needs to shift. Who are you being behind the scenes? Are you meeting yourself as the 7-figure you, the multi-6-figure you, that next, whatever your next level is, right? We're talking about our next level right now. Are you stepping into that frequency? So we're going to kind of go over a few things for you to answer those questions to really help you expand and make decisions, because it comes down to a decision. It really does. We can make all the excuses in the world. This is me, right? Like last week when I'm like, let's get honest, I was like, am I actually operating like her? Well, when it comes to the mindset, there's too much doubt. There's too much wondering, am I good enough? Not enough confidence. The Charissa, who's 7-figure Charissa, is confident as hell. She's so certain in her programs and her offers and her pricing and the people coming into her world and the impact and the excitement and the fun around her business. And it is fun and it's juicy and it's wild and it's like creative and it stands out. Like 7-figure Charissa, she's so 100% in the certainty frequency. That's why she's there, because she is 100,000,000% certain of her gifts and her wisdom and her medicine and the way she shows up. She's so freaking confident. That needed to change. That needs to change. And it comes down to you knowing you're worthy now and claiming that in the now you're good enough, and claiming that you have a mission, claiming that what you desire is yours. And then in full conviction, showing up every day for yourself and for your business in this energy. That will open the portals. And then I looked at, okay, besides the mindset, I looked at the way I was treating my body. Your intuition knows. Your intuition is telling you. Remember, we want everything to be in congruency on where we're going. And the next level me, the next level you. Does she take care of her health? Does she have time for her? It was like, okay, she'd be drinking a lot of water, the most beautiful skin, eating healthy food, getting really good sleep, working out every day. Like I envision myself, and it's kind of like funny because I was like, I played sports in high school and always like quite fit and healthy and all that, but I've never been like that super fit person, And there's like almost this block saying, but that's not me. That's not for me. But it's like, but why not? Why not? And this would be a very big challenge. This would be very uncomfortable. This would be shifting so many of my habits and ways of being if I really wanted to be that version of me. But why not? Why can't it happen for us? Why can't it happen for you? It can, but we have to be committed and devoted, and we have to be okay with discomfort and pushing ourselves and stretching ourselves and doing things differently than we ever did before. And so me as my next level self, she works out, she takes care of her body, healthy food, journals every day, connects with the spiritual realm, connects with her soul. And so I started shifting things right away. I was like, hey, enough with the BS. I mean, I've always been doing this stuff, but not like the regimen, like this needs to happen. This is a non-negotiable, like this is a standard. This is just what we do. And so amping up the working out, every morning I have a divine practice where I connect to my feminine side and I dance to feminine, beautiful spiritual music. I pull an oracle card, do some journaling, stretching, just like really being in my body, right? Being in the present moment. 7-figure me, I do that every morning. So why am I not doing it every morning now? And as well as the drinking the water and the working out. I actually have a friend in business, and we are both meeting our higher selves, next level selves, and we're messaging each other every day, and we have a list of the things that like we're doing. And yeah, we're challenging ourselves, and we're doing it together to be accountable for one another, so we can, be the healthiest versions of us and the most energetic, versions of us that can handle and hold more, have that mental capacity and the energy, right, to go bigger. And that's the thing. Like, if we want to go to the next level, we have to be able to handle it and hold it. And our body, right, is again this energetic frequencies, this energetic portal. And so if we want to go bigger, we have to be able to handle. So what needs to shift? What needs to change so that you can have that capacity to hold more, to handle more along the journey? And universe is not going to give you more if you can't handle it. It's like, nope, you can't handle it. You don't get enough sleep. You drink way too much coffee. You don't get your water in. You're not moving your body. Like, your body's unhealthy. How can you handle going to that next level? How can you handle holding more people and showing up in your full energetic capacity? You can't. You wouldn't be able to thrive unless your temple, your body, can hold it in the 3-dimensional reality. So, talked a little bit about the health, connecting to your soul, to spirit, visualizing. What does she wear though? What does she wear? Even I'm thinking my next level self, I'm like, okay, I went and got my hair highlighted. I was like, she takes care of her hair. She has her nails done. I went and got shellac nails. I got a pedicure. What else did I do? Oh, I'm getting my lashes done again. My next level self, she's like, she really takes care, and she really cares about her physical appearance. She takes care of herself. She looks stunning and beautiful and well put together. And she wears like trendy, kind of edgy clothes. So got myself some rings, got my black nails. I got my Johnny Cash shirt on with a blazer. Like, this is my next level self. Why was I not being her? I really got honest with myself like last week. So I made all the moves that I could possibly make that's going to lead me to step into that reality. I'm becoming her now. I'm choosing to become her now. So what does she wear? Go through your closet and purge the things that don't make you feel good, the things that make you feel like not your next level self. And I'm not saying you can't wear sweatpants and you can't, be grubby. I mean, as soon as the kids get home, what do you think I'm doing? I have 3 kids. I'm going to be changing into my sweatpants and my t-shirt and doing a mom messy bun. Like, we got to do what we got to do. But it doesn't mean that you're not in your power and you're not sexy and you're not thriving. It's all like an internal thing. It's all a mindset thing. You get to wear scrubby things and messy mom bun and still feel in your power, right? Still feel sexy, still feel magnetic, still feel confident, even when. And you're allowed to have days where you don't feel confident, and you're allowed to have days where you just feel frumpy, like polarities in life. Okay, we're not going to say, oh, we're just always going to be, high frequency. We're always going to be dressed to the nines. Like, no, that's not what life is about. We need to experience both. And what do you drive? I mean, if you guys have been in my world for a while, you guys know I am manifesting my black Mercedes car. Like, oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I can see it. I can feel myself driving it. I can smell it. I can taste the car. It's going to happen. If I see a visualization, if I see this vision, like, it is going to happen. It's going to happen. Mark my words. It's going to happen. So what are you seeing for yourself? What are you driving? What do you do every day? What's your routines like as that next level you? The routines and the dedication and you having these non-negotiables and these standards every day as a CEO. Like, this matters. It really, truly matters. And for myself, actually, just like around the new year, I had to ask myself that question. I'm always asking myself this question: who am I being? What moves am I making? How am I showing up for myself? How am I showing up for my relationships? How am I showing up in my business? And even in the new year, it was like, well, I'm doing other things that are showcasing my expertise and positioning myself as an authority, an expert in my realm, in my industry. And so I started this podcast. I used to have a podcast a while ago, and I was like, okay, I'm devoting every Monday. I record my podcast. I have guests on it. I share so much value. And then I started an IG live series as well. This is all just like in the new year, where I interview high-level CEOs and we have high-level conversations. That's what Next Level Charissa does. I go and I do a lot of live videos and I give a lot of value to my community. I started doing a lot more live videos on my Instagram. So those were the shifts I started making in the new year. And now it's more for me about like, who am I behind the scenes? Like, how do I take care of me? And also my relationships, you know, like more present with my partner and my kids, and really like even amping up like the connection with my husband in a sensual, sexual way, playful way, fun way, like just this deeper sacred connection with him. So being really intentional with that as well, because everything you're doing, who you're being behind the scenes, is going to be reflected in your business as well, right? It's connected. It's connected because your business is this extension of you. It's not all of you, but it's an extension of you. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that. It's been a juicy one. It's going to really get, and I know so many women, they love this because, I mean, if you're thinking these things too, if you're feeling these things too, your clients are going to be feeling and thinking the exact same thing as well. So I know so many of you listening are going to be activated, and you're going to be like, okay, that is it. I am going to drink more water. I'm going to go to bed earlier. I'm going to devote and have a non-negotiable where I show up every day for my business and I go and give value to my community. Maybe you're going to like write that book. Maybe you're going to create that journal or that Oracle card deck. Maybe you're going to start a live Instagram series, you know, like there's going to be something that you get out of this episode. Like, you were meant to listen to this episode. You were meant to be here. So the more that we can become our next level selves in the now, the more that we can start showing up and acting. This is the like acting as if, you know, you've heard that before. Law of attraction, you know, become it, choose to become it now, and it's going to be yours. Start to step into that version of you, acting as if, you know, becoming that person now. And then you'll inevitably attract more clients, more sales, more abundance, more connection, more love, whatever you desire, whatever you want, by choosing to become her now. Okay, before we jump off, I am going to tell you a little bit about an opportunity to work with me to become the next level you. Now, this is for women who want to scale their business to the 20, 30, 50K per month income level. Okay, so this is called the Next Level CEO Mastermind, and we have weekly Zoom trainings. So this is trainings around different type of CEO, scaling your company, boss type topics around your offer suite, your pricing, income stacking, workflows, boundaries, having a support team, your branding, your marketing, your content, your sales strategy, the on and offboarding processes, your money mindset, resilience, clarity on your desires, your long-term vision, the commitment, your soul connection, beliefs, thought patterns. Here's all the inner work we're going to be doing together, your confidence, showing up as an expert and authority, and the energetic capacity required to scale to 20 to 50K months. So this is the Next Level CEO Mastermind. Those are the type of conversations we're having. Those are the type of trainings that we're going to be doing, is weekly Zoom trainings with me with hot seat coaching. So you have me as your coach in our group mastermind during our weekly live Zoom calls together. There's also, this is like the juiciest part, you also get 2 private sessions with me every month. They're 1 hour each. And this is where we really dive into specific support for you and your business. We look at your structures. We look at your offers. We look at your pricing. We look at your launch strategies. We look at your sales strategies. We look at your visibility online, those strategies as well, your marketing, your messaging. Like these are all the masculine structures that are required to scale your business to this level. And then we look at the inner work, right? Because like I said, when you get to these bigger levels, it's like, who are we being? Who are we being? So in these private sessions together, we can really dive deep into all of this. And then we are together with our group mastermind ladies, which is like, oh, I love masterminds. I'm in one right now, actually. And we're going to be together Monday to Friday in Slack, which is voice support. So you can come in anytime, cheer each other on, celebrate, support each other, love on one another, have so much freaking fun. Like my mastermind I'm in right now, I'm like, I can't even tell you, like, I love the women. We're like sisters in there and we just totally support one another. If you're having a shitty day, you come in and you just cry and we're leaning onto one another and holding each other's hands. If you have like a massive day, we're celebrating together. If you are like, I don't know what to do for this piece of content, you just come right in and people help you right away with creating the content. So it actually stands out and it actually is content that's going to attract and convert in your world. And then what else? Okay, so yeah, it is $1,333. That's the price right now as you're listening to this per month. Okay, and it's a 6-month commitment. You can pay in full $7,000 for the 6 months to be in this mastermind. And if you pay in full, there are some incentives. You get a bonus private call with me. I mean, let me tell you, if you want a private call with me, it's $555. You're getting this mastermind for $1,333. You get 2 private calls with me, plus our weekly Zoom group call with trainings and hot seat coaching. And Monday to Friday, we're in Slack, which is like a Voxer type voice support system, an app for $1,333. Or you can pay in full $7,000 and you get that bonus call with me. When you join, you also get access to 8 previous recording trainings of mine programs when you join. So if you want in on the Next Level CEO Mastermind, the link will be in the show notes. I know it's going to have the most beautifully aligned, soul-aligned clients who are so ready. They're so ready to do the work. They're so ready to show up for their vision and their mission. They're so ready to do it all. The strategy, the energetics, the mindset, the soul work. Like, they're not fucking around anymore. They're like, I have the vision. I know who the next level me is, and I'm going after it. I'm going for it. I'm taking the leap and I'm getting the support required to get there. Those are my ladies. Those are my ladies. And I'm so welcoming you in. I love you guys. I will see you on the next episode. Bye, everyone.